Okay, guys, it is a nice, sunny Irvine, California, Woodbridge kind of morning, and this is your captain speaking. Just kidding. Okay, so we got commercials in the way. That always helps. That always helps us, doesn't it? All right. We are... Oh. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Remember how just a couple of days ago, I just did this upgrade? I just don't know if this will ever end. I don't know. Maybe if I just shut off. If I was to shut off the wireless or I don't know. Would that help? Probably not. So just because it updated, I think it was... This is not even a joke. It's not even like 2 or 3 days since I last shot a video with one of my drones, and this particular drone, and it's got a new update. I just don't know if this is ever gonna stop. So again, I don't make these videos for the fun of enjoyment of this thing, but you guys need to know, if you're gonna spend $500 on a drone, you better know that you're gonna be spending a whole bunch of time doing this instead of flying. So it's one of those things that you're just gonna have to get used to, especially with this drone here. I can't imagine what is so important that Hubsan needs to upgrade after only 2 or 3 days since my last flight. But again, there was a really nice subscriber that was like, maybe you should do this before you get to the field. But if I do this before I get to the field, you're not getting the real-time experience of what you would be going through, right? Most people have jobs, and then so they only get to fly on the weekends. And if that's the case, right, you're only getting to fly on the weekends, and you're not going to be able to just go out there. Some nice people just walking by, saying hello. And that's one of the beautiful things about living here, is kind people everywhere, and also the fact that if you're waiting for this to update, one of the issues is you do need to have unlimited data, otherwise you have to go back home anyway. So you wouldn't be able to fly or do anything at the field. You have to go all the way back home or find a place with a hotspot where you could then upgrade. We're about 50% now. And it tells me that the drone is restarting, so please be patient. I think I've been over patient with Hubsan and this particular drone, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you guys have different opinions. Feel free to put it in the comments. But yeah, anyway, so I give you guys the experience because a lot of the people who are nice enough and kind enough to invest in the channel, they'll basically give me a budget so I can go out and get a drone on eBay as refurbished or whatever, so that I can try it for them. And if it turns out to be really bad in some way, they want to know before they spend a full $1,000 on a drone, right? And sometimes these drones will come up and be like $500 just a few months later. So all right, so we're getting a lot of good signals now saying that things are done, hopefully, and so we're going to try and just fly, although maybe a compass calibration might be in order, so we'll just do that for the fun of it. We probably don't need to do this, but we'll do it anyway because we've wasted enough time. And so we'll just waste a little bit more. So, I rant about DJI, but if this thing here is, when it comes to the updating, is worse than DJI, it's saying prepare to take off. It says it's ready to fly now, so just press the button and say we will take off.
The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point.
We're getting ourselves a nice, relaxed place, and I like to be in the shade so I can actually see the screen when I'm flying. I fly a lot like people would fly if they were flying a remote control car. So, because that's the first thing that I started flying with. I mean, not flying with, but started messing around with as a kid. And then I went on to small helicopters. I didn't get a boat until recently when the RC Sailors promoted this really cool quiet boat, because a lot of the times the boats are just not that good, and they're very loud, so I don't want to do anything like that. There's a bunch of awesome people that were doing Tai Chi. We're not going to go annoy them at all. What we could do is just go over this area here. We've done this a lot of times. This is the spot where one time I lost the J11, one of my J11s, and then I was really lucky because a nice security guard was nice enough to go get it for me. So that was really cool. Oftentimes they will play sports on that field over there. Earlier there was some people playing. We're not going to go do anything over there either. But just going to show you guys this beautiful area here. This is one of my favorite parks to go to. And we're going to go on a Mission Impossible mission where I'm going to go and fly close to the camera. One of the reasons why I like to fly here is, one, safety. And the other thing is also there are security cameras. So if anything should go wrong or somebody tries to steal your property or whatever it is, there are security measures in place for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the other way gently but surely. We are going to take a look at this basketball hoop over here. We'll just go right around it. And I'm not going to get very close. I just don't like getting in trouble. But this is cool. I love doing these things. And this is why I always say it's always important to think about the possibility of doing the next series of drones and installing something like side sensors. Side sensors are very important because if you're going to do a nice little shot of anything, if you have side sensors, it's so much safer for you, for the people that you fly around, because you can see perfectly well from the front, as you are seeing perfectly well from the front. Most of the times you'll be flying forward, so the rear sensor is not that useful. Above, if you have one of the latest drones, you can always bring the camera up to see what's going on over there. But when you're most vulnerable is in a side situation. In a side situation, even if you're going forward, your camera is not like lizard eyes. There's some lizards that can just see almost like a VR camera. But in this case, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So even if you have a wide angle, you're still not going to be able to see. You're going to not have very good peripheral vision, which is so important when making those turning shots and stuff. So anyway, so this is, as you guys know, the camera that is keeping me safe here wherever I fly. I like to, as I said before, fly around places like this where there is safety for me, and it's always on record. What I'm doing is going to be on record. You guys know, if you follow the channel, that I pretty much upload every single flight that I do with whatever drone, so you guys can see it. And I like flying low to the ground, as you can see right here. See if we can get, there was a crow just flying over there, but I'm not sure if it's still over there now. You can hear it, but I'm not sure how far it is. I usually don't fly much higher than like maybe 30 meters is still really high for maybe like more like 10 to 15 meters is probably the highest that I'll ever go. But yeah, anyway, that's like the way that I like to fly. So I'm gonna head it back over to me. I really enjoyed this flight. It was a very short one, but very enjoyable. And I am not really hiding. I'm just sitting in the shade because it's nice to be in the shade here. It also stops my equipment from getting too hot and breaking down. So you can hear this thing is pretty quiet. I'm shooting it at me. Watch out. Just kidding. Oh, there's another bird up there. Just flying here. Not sure if you can see it. I am planning to do some VR flights around here soon. With the if you guys know the joke, with the DJI Mini 3, I'm gonna be flying that in VR. Oh boy. There will be hatred for all that. Anyway, there's still plenty of battery, so I could go as far as I'd want to, if I wanted to. I could go check out the parking lot and stuff. And those very cool solar panels that are right here. I'm getting very good range today, so maybe that's one of the updates that they may have done with this bird. I don't know. It's possible that they may have done some good updates regarding the range. I can't tell you if that's true or not. I'm just showing you what's happening. You know, I don't actually follow the latest and greatest of whatever the companies do unless it's brought to my attention by somebody. Just checking out the cool solar panels. People doing Tai Chi over there. We will not disturb them in any way. Get away, get away, get away. And come carefully back. All the way back here. So there are no kids. Nobody's out here as usual. And it's all pretty safe stuff. Again, there's a nice camera over here on the right in front of the drone, as you can see here, and there's another one over there on the other side of the building. And there's plenty of other ones, but I just like to fly where I can keep myself in check and keep myself safe, as well as I strongly trust the police and the nice security people in Irvine. They really do an amazing job. So we're gonna head right back to me. I said I was gonna do that earlier, but I just felt like flying just a little bit more since there's plenty of battery. We're close to 60%. I'm gonna come down for a nice smooth landing, and let's see here. Can gimbal it all the way up so I can say goodbye to you guys and move on to the next place where I'm gonna fly soon. I'm gonna go, maybe if there's still time, to my favorite spot where they have birds of prey and see if we can fly over there with the DJI Mini 3. Anyway, hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.